I love using social media. It's like my everyday thing. I use social media to like connect with like everyone around me. So like I have some friends in like Australia and like Texas and California and stuff like that now. And like it's just like consistently talking to them and seeing what they're up to. And that's pretty much why I use social media like all the time.
I use Facebook to keep in touch with my children that are in college, my friends, my family that live in other parts of the country. I think I'm more looking for connecting with people, one-on-one, especially people from a long time ago that I haven't seen for years and years.
The purpose for me on Facebook is to keep in contact with friends and family that are far away from home, friends I've met in my life and things like that. The first thing I would check when I wake up in the morning is probably my Facebook, see if anyone messaged me or tagged me in things or things like that,
I use social media as like a secondary introduction. So it's like I'll meet a person in real life and like we'll talk, become friends, and it's like, hey, like follow me on Twitter, like we're friends now. Like that's like the friend, like if that makes sense. It's easier than like it's easier and less committing than like asking for their number to text them every day, but it's like less committing than like saying like, hey, what's your Snapchat? Cause like then it's kind of like weird because like why would you want to look at my life every day? It's like Twitter's like the easy medium. Like I want to see what you talk about, but like I don't really like need to talk to you. Like one of my friends, she self-harmed a lot, and it was before I got her number, and she would always like reach out to me on Twitter, and I was like either asleep or away from my phone, and then I check back and it's like an hour later, and I'm just like stressed out, like asking if she's okay, and like if she got better or like anything. She's great now, but like those are definitely like the most stressful parts. So like someone like sounds like they desperately need someone, and like you just happen to be asleep, and then it's like you see that timestamp of when they like needed you, and it's just like, are they okay? Like, can I still help them? That's the hardest part.
I'm the older generation. I didn't grow up this way. It's not a life and death situation, but you can see that it is in many young people today. They cannot put that phone down. They could not sit through a dinner meal without having that phone on and constantly looking at it. That's a little absurd to me. That's just, it's really not normal. And that's where you get into young people being self-centered, not knowing how to communicate, not knowing how to deal with situations socially, because they're always glued into the phone and not an actual real person.
Life isn't social media. Your life is your life. You should be able to handle it without, a phone is usually used for like calling, or basically should be for calling.
People like definitely need to learn how to like talk to people and stuff in person, and like I've seen like people that like are super crazy about social media just like not being able to like hold a pretty decent conversation, as opposed to like people that like start like you can tell when someone's been using social media at an early rate versus later on, because like their social presence may be equal, but like the way they hold a conversation in person is like how you can tell. It's just nice like seeing like consistency. Like I think humans like really like attach themselves to consistency, and I think like since I'm starting Snapstreaks, it's like, hey, remember to like check Snapchat today and like update your streaks. Like it's consistent and like gives me like, it adds more routine to like a crazy life. Yeah, like people can get mean, people can get like super hurtful, and it can like take over people's lives to the point where like they literally can't function without it. But I think if people like smart about it and like cool about it, then it's less harm than done, honestly.